Hello, so welcome back everyone. I'm Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Ciaphas Cain here, my Jedi Knight, here on the planet of Hoth. Where we last left off, we managed to hand over the map data we had of the starship graveyard, and we did indeed find the shuttle that once housed the blueprints of the Emperor's station. Unfortunately, the Whitemore pirates have entirely claimed the data the shuttle once held and have moved it most likely to one of their major storage stockpiles within a downed dreadnought which once belonged to the Republic. So, we are going to have to head over that way. We have been told that the stockpiles are protected by two giant ray shields being maintained by two generators here in the glacial fissure. While Sergeant Rusk and the 301st deal with one of the generators, we are going to go deal with the second. But before we do that, well, we're going to have the login rewards. It's a new day. New crafting materials. Sure, why not? And we're going to see what's going on here at Outpost Senf. According to Major Vincent, the lieutenant here in charge of the base is not answering his communicator.
I conferred with every man in the platoon. Even if we sent everyone we have, we couldn't strike the Brotherhood effectively.
Then you see my point. A combined operation might have a chance. You didn't say you had visitors.
What are you doing here? We haven't seen a new face in weeks. How did you make it past the Hailstorm Raiders?
Who is this? And why isn't he in chains?
Captain Biron is here attempting to solve a mutual problem. A group of Whitemore pirates called the Hailstorm Brotherhood.
They are savages, frankly. Cultists and marauders from some other ice planet that came to Hoth to test their limits. They hunt and murder those who cannot survive in the cold as they do. Republic and Imperials alike.
If you came to talk, talk.
My men are in the same situation as Lieutenant Kirill's, cut off with no resupply possible.
If we don't join forces, they'll whittle us down until we leave our outposts in search of food. Then we die.
How does that compare to being betrayed at some critical point by the enemy?
Without help, our deaths are a certainty. Anything is better. What we need is for someone to bait a trap. If we fire a distress flare out on the ice, the Brotherhood will come running to attack.
When that happens, my squad can surround them and wipe them out. All the bait would need to do is last until they arrive.
Betray me, and you'll regret it.
I assure you, if I wanted to ambush the Republic, I've already had plenty of opportunity.
Here's the distress flare. Fire once if all is as planned. Twice if the Imperial help isn't enough. Good luck out there. The Brotherhood knows that ice better than their own backsides.
Lovely.
Get that flare flying. We'll see if the Imperials pick up their end of the bargain.
No wonder the lieutenant's a bit reticent to answer communications. He's working with the Empire to deal with the pirate situation here. And Republic Command likely wouldn't approve.
And when we're out there, I want you to stay close and stay sharp.
Yes, sir.
I mean it. There's things out there that can kill a man as easy as breathing. You should assume every inch of snow is hiding a Wampa or a White Fang.
What about the Imperials?
If they're the worst things we run into, consider it a good day.
Looks like you're about to go on patrol. Good luck, soldiers. Do the Republic proud. Hello, Corporal.
Nayanam Ramkam, Kala Amka Mani Mani, Libik Bak, Yon Peru Amka.
Kalami Nayakira, Nabua Ripo. Raga Memua Inu Bunyan, Kemapa Amkanamia.
Maybe now's the time to take a stand.
Nanekari Maraka Amkam, Jauk Libik, Memarak Nebab, Nibekap Kamka, Gakyam, Glak Nemo Amia Galak. Raka Kalam Kala, Ninyak Oramagyang Megik.
Couldn't you handle this yourself?
Mem Amak Kupkap, Kramanik, Umnug Kiga Mayamak. Nulilak Apajam Kamgam, Amkanemnang, Ampanemnang Memua Inok, Emkanaya Nugam, Kinim Nayalak Umnug Mege.
Okay, so we're not only going to lead the Hailstorm Brotherhood into a trap, unfortunately with us being the bait, but we're also going to destroy their food stocks. Try to starve them out, try to make them pull back to resupply. Major Vincent's giving us an update on the geothermal plant. The bombs did their job, but some of the Ortolans didn't manage to evacuate in time. They either got killed in the explosion or the Whitemore pirates turned on them when they realized the plant was useless. See, the Major's telling us not to blame ourselves. Better that it's destroyed than it's being in Imperial hands. So, the glacial fissure is exactly as it sounds, even though we're on the ice plains here on Hoth. There are various deep crevices or fissures on certain parts of the planet. And that's where it seems the Hailstorm Brotherhood have set up their food stocks, and where we're meant to be setting this ambush. There are a few ways to get down into the fissure itself, some more adjacent to the Imperial side of the planet, and some more adjacent to our side. Oh, we need to look at the codex entry for the glacial fissure, don't we? While destroying the foodstuffs, we do have a bonus to deal with 20 of the Hailstorm Brotherhood. But, yeah, Codex. Here we are. The sector designated as the Glacial Fissure is almost entirely Whitemore territory. The deep ice canyons and extensive underground cave networks provide shelter and staging areas for the vicious pirate forces. When the Whitemore leaders saw the Republic and Imperial militaries arriving on Hoth, they immediately established well-defended camps and supply routes throughout the area. Traveling through the glacial fissure is suicide for all but the most well-armed and highly trained operatives. The Whitemore pirates do not fight conventionally, preferring to set ambushes and traps for their victims. Both the Republic and Imperial militaries have sustained heavy losses here, demonstrating the extraordinary threat the pirates represent. So we're going to set up this flare and lure the pirates in to attack us. Oh, and here's the Imperials. Huh. He did actually turn up to help us out. Handy. He didn't shoot us in the back. There's a surprise. Doing well so far. Certainly putting a dent in the Whitemore pirates and their forces down in the canyon here. Okay. Another incline to get us out of the canyon here. Getting that paranoid feeling again that we're going to be attacked by someone. It's just my paranoia acting up, as we saw the assassin earlier. Actually, I totally forgot to look into the Matrix shard situation here on Hoth. There wasn't any on Balmora, for the Republic anyway. There wasn't any on Quesh, but there's bound to be one or two on Hoth.
I've done as you wished.
Lumen Pamian. Bimar Kimulai. Kam ino memnu. Najanaya Ankam Mimic Meraka. Laporam Amka. Mamni Nikag. Nagnaya Mamni Kamgam.
Not a problem, Corporal.
You did it. I haven't seen that many dead Brotherhood since we first came to the planet.
Agreed. It was efficacious.
I'll assume that was the Imperial equivalent of enthusiasm, Captain.
It was. My scouts are in pursuit of the fleeing Brotherhood now. We'll see what they find.
Where do we go from here?
Now, we maintain our truce until we determine if our knockout blow was delivered. My scouts should report in at any moment.
Snow Raptor, this is Hatchling. Come in, Snow Raptor.
Go ahead, Hatchling.
We spotted the remainder of the enemy force entering the ice fortress. Coordinates attached.
If the remainder of their force is grouping at the ice fortress, they've been badly hurt. It's time to finish them.
Captain's right. We're not going to get this chance again.
I don't like the idea of taking out every last one.
I agree. It's not practical. We should aim to stop Master Sav. Without his leadership, the cult would be a disorganized mess.
Sav is a legend among the Brotherhood. We stranded him in the snow once, and left him for dead in Wampa country. He strangled one with a torn femur, and skinned it with his own claws. He showed up in the ice fortress weeks later, quite alive.
Getting rid of him sounds like a plan.
We'll need you to spearhead the team, eliminating Master Sav. Others will secure the turrets and the perimeter. The ice fortress will be swarming with Brotherhood. We'll have the teams meet up again in the audience hall. Be warned, the hall is a defensible area. They'll move the big guns there once they know we're attacking.
I'll get them out of commission so the rest of the men can work.
Just in case, you'll have backup. Meet up inside with Sergeant Enlicker and Sergeant Cacho. Their men will reinforce you as you push to the audience hall. Go quickly. Let's not give them time to get back on their feet.
Okay, we're just gonna go cut off the head of the snake.
Our scouts say the Brotherhood is bandaging up. We need to hit them now.
We deal with this Hailstorm Brotherhood's leader. Hopefully that'll be one group of pirates that won't cause the Republic any more trouble. He is hoping, at least. So the remainder of the Hailstorm Brotherhood have pulled back to their ice fortress, known as the Chilling Death Spire, as you can see in the distance there. It'll probably be easier for us, I think. There might be some Imperial troops blocking the way. There are a couple of bridges that cross over to the ice fortress. One is on the northern edge, in fact I think we can see it. Come on, slow down. Over there. And one is here, close to fresh outpost. A little bit of latency, a little bit of movement lag again. Yeah, there are. At least these are Hailstorm Brotherhood. Remember, we're meant to have a somewhat truce with the Empire until the pirates are dealt with. We have a Republic and Imperial Sergeant we can have a chat with and their forces. Before we do that, of course, we have the Chilling Death Spire Codex entry. The Hailstorm Brotherhood is a fringe group of Whitemore pirates who abandoned the Starship Graveyard's plunder to form a permanent settlement on Hoth. These men and women are more than mere survivalists, however. They are artisans and warrior poets, shaping Hoth's natural landscape according to their own designs. The massive ice spire towering above the glacial fissure sector was painstakingly carved from an ancient mountain by the Hailstorm Brotherhood. No one knows how many of the group's members perished, making the spire a reality, but the achievement stands as a testament to these warriors' iron wills, and a warning to all who might oppose them.
Sergeant Enlicker reporting in, sir. We've received little resistance so far.
Sergeant Cacho reporting in, sir. You got here just in time for the fighting. These here are your unit. Straight on to the audience chamber. We'll fan out to intercept reinforcements.
Carry on, sergeants.
Right, taking point.
Sir, now that they're gone, do you seriously expect them to be allies?
They've shown us no ill will so far.
Of course, they conceal it until the time is right. I know Captain Biron from the old days when his unit took me prisoner. He likes the ambush, mind you.
You think he'll make this move soon?
He wants the fortress. Once they capture it, they're gonna take the turrets and turn them on us. The safe thing to do is, as soon as the Brotherhood is broken, take down Biron's men and grab him as a prisoner. It wouldn't take much. He's back at the base alone, and this lot will fold if we pull it on them surprise-like.
I'll have to consider this.
Don't think too long. I'm gonna get ready. You just give me the signal when you need me. I'll go keep an eye on that sergeant. You take the boys here.
I think the best thing for us to do is destroy all the turrets then, and the Imperials can't use them. Come on, trooper. Jurgen and I will try to keep the attention on us, rather than the trooper if at all possible. Oh, Christ. Didn't see that pirate there. Almost to the audience chamber. Okay, nice. Kept our trooper alive. And now the audience room.
Isn't this a surprise? The Republic and Imperials all bound together. What's wrong? Getting cold? Need to share body heat?
Master Sav, I presume.
None other. Have you come to put an end to the Brotherhood? Are you scared of our savage ways? Of course you are. There's no room in the galaxy for those who bow to neither Chancellor nor Emperor. Unless we make room. Through blood and struggle.
And so falls the Hailstorm Brotherhood, who we learn about just after we've defeated them, of course. Republic forces first noted a radical subgroup of the Rightmore pirates when scanners detected a massive ice spire rising above the glacial fissure sector. Scouts sent to investigate the sculpture reported encounters with half-naked warriors wearing wampa furs and screaming poetry as they charged into battle. The Hailstorm Brotherhood represents an extreme version of going native, originally a murderous cult from a nameless ice planet The Brotherhood became a legend when its Whitemore members relocated to Hoth, abandoning all pretenses of civilization and instead embracing the call of the wild. They are more than a tribe of survivalists, however. There is a strong spiritual aspect to the Hailstorm Brotherhood that makes them dangerously fanatical.
That's the room, gentlemen. Take the turrets and secure the perimeter.
All units, find an Imperial. Reinforce their positions with small arms. Move out. This is the time. Don't let them dig in.
There's no need to escalate this.
Escalate? They're gonna have a clear field of fire on us.
Catch out. I've just received word from Captain Biron. He's got new orders.
You'll find them quite ready for them, Imperial.
He said to clear out the fortress once it's secured. It's too large for us to hold. Is something wrong?
He thought he saw another pirate. False alarm.
Oh yeah, I guess things are all fine. All right. Everything's fine. I'm never hearing the end of this.
Is there anything I can do?
Tell your captain that he's dead on about the fortress size. We'll be out of here as soon as all the rooms are searched. That thing I said about the Imperials betraying us? Lieutenant Kirill doesn't need to know.
Yeah. To be fair, I was half tempted to also stab the Imperials in the back, expecting them to do the same to us. But, you know, our armor can only withstand so many shots, and if we can try and get our way out of a fight of three, I'd like to try and avoid them if possible. Our luck can only hold out for so much. Let's get ourselves back to Outpost Senf and report that the Hailstorm Brotherhood are, for the most part, wiped out.
There, I want you to stay close and stay sharp.
Yes, sir.
I mean it. There's things out there that can kill a man as easy as breathing. You should assume every inch of snow is hiding a wampa or a white fang.
What about the Imperials?
If they're the worst things we run into...
I heard about the situation over the comm. Master Sav is dead and half the Brotherhood tried to flee by jumping off the cliff. A well-executed plan. Of course, the irony is that with the Brotherhood gone, we'll be free to focus our tactics on one another.
What would you suggest, Lieutenant? 24-hour truce as we return to our outposts?
I could grant that when it involves my men. I cannot, of course, speak for others. What do you think?
If you ever need to defect, you know who to call.
A fine compliment. But after today's negotiations, I will likely be watched carefully.
Yes, you risked much by coming here, Captain. If only more Imperials were like you.
Be careful what you wish for, Lieutenant.
Well, the day's not over yet, and already it brought about the end of the Hailstorm Brotherhood. There's a bigger war out there on the ice, and for once, the Imperials aren't the worst of it.
I never thought we'd see the day the Imperials were second on the list.
Me neither. Admiral Revold commands the Republic fleet on Hoth, from the surface no less. He's fighting tooth and nail with the White Maw leaders every day. If you can do for him what you did for us, the White Maw could be a thing of the past, and we would all sleep easier.
Okay. So we need to find this Admiral Revolved. He is at another Republic outpost at the beginnings of the Starship Graveyard. Of course, we still have matters to complete here in the Glacial Fissure. But this is once again a good place to take a break. We do have a heroic mission here, and there may be another quest or two hiding. But as I say, we'll take a break. Thank you all for joining me once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.